Hi everyone, our group is Michelle, Anne, and me, Jane. Today we're going to give you a brief presentation about process selection and facility layout of one of the most popular retailers in Canada, Canadian Tire. To help you understand the process selection and facility layout of Canadian Tire store, first I'm going to give you an overview about company background and store facilities layout. Then Michelle will discuss about stores characteristics and stores waste. Finally, Anne will show you how the stores applies 5S concepts and store advantages and disadvantages. Canadian Tire is one of the largest retailers in Canada with 504 stores across the nation. Canadian Tire is not only selling automotive items, as its name, it also sells sport and home items. Briefly about its lengthy legendary history. It was founded in 1922 by two brothers, John and Alfred J. Beals, by opening a garage. After opening its first gas bar few decades later, the company launched its new distribution center. In 2001, Mark's Work Warehouse is acquired by Canadian Tire and followed the same with SportChek in 2011. Today, Canadian Tire keeps leading the market in driving, playing, living, and fixing. In order to do this presentation, our group has visited and examined Canadian Tire store at Inn Centre at Bay and Dundas. Let us walk you through what's going on inside. In 2003, Canadian Tire launched its new store layout featuring driving, playing, living, and fixing. Follow that feature, the store organizes merchandise on two levels. As you can see on the photo of the store's layout, the street level carries hardware and home items, while lower level carries pet and cleaning, automotive, seasonal, and sport items. Besides, there are checkout sections at both levels and entrance, and one customer service counter on the street level. Customers can conveniently travel through the store by escalator in the middle or elevators at the side of the store, which connect them to the parking lot. Processing types. The store is operated through 7 steps. First, receiving merchandise from the truck. Second, fill the shelves with merchandise. Third, prices merchandise accurately. Fourth, welcome customers and assist customers to do shopping. Fifth, help customers check out. Sixth, ensure security check. Finally, process and receiving payments. We call this processing types is job shop type.
After having the general information about Canadian Tire, it's time to take the design and the layout of the store. For the presentation, we choose the store at downtown Toronto, which located at Bay and Dundas. First, let's check the site and shopping direction. Honestly, if this is the first time you visit this store, it will be a little challenge for you to find out what you want, because as we can see on the photo, the side of each section can only be seen at the knee distance. It means that you couldn't see the side of the next one. Then let's go into the section to see the width of the aisle. The width between two shelves about 40 inches, and it totally fits two shopping carts on two way of the traffic. The next one is the accessible of the products. on the shelf. Yeah, it's quite easy for customers to read most of the products. Furthermore, they also put some products at the top rows at inventories, and customers can add the steps for help with these products. As one of the largest retailers on the market, Canadian Tire also sells some high-grade or high-end household products, which will be put in the lockers. If you want something, don't worry about that. You can easily access the product by the ask button, which has been put in front of the locker. Next, let's move to the customer service sessions. Our group have visited the store in the afternoon. It's one of the busy times for the store, but we also can see that people need to line up for the service. And we found that not all the counters were working at that time. In the photo, just 3 out of 6 were working. As a result, customers need to line up, and it's a kind of waste for them.
Hello, my name is Ang, and I will talk about solution for waiting line waits in Canadian Tire store. We come up with 4 solutions, includes accommodate, be flexible, always be prepared, and maintain good conditions. First, accommodate, direct waiting customer to available self-checkout service and help customer to check out. Second, be flexible, open more cash registers at busy time to speed up the checkout process. Third is to always be prepared. Train all associates to able to do cashier jobs. Allocate available associate from different departments to spontaneously do cashier when needed. Finally, maintain good conditions. Do maintenance on equipment as cashier register regularly to avoid problems or error causing waiting lines. On, I will talk about 5S system in Canadian Tire store. First is source. As you can see in the picture, the products are not mixed with each other. They are being well categorized and organized in the shelter. And it's set in a proper place. The green label box with the red box doesn't mix with each other, so it's easier for the customer to find the right products for them. This is a good source system in Canadian Tire store. Next, it's set in order. As you can see that the products are very well organized and well arranged in the shelf. The products are not mixing together. So bird seed products are not with dog food product, or dog food products are not with bird seed products. And in each aisle, there are 2 label like direction. Like for example, in aisle 63, there are bush seed and chai car seed. So the customer will know, oh, this aisle, it just have this products. And when we examine the store, we can see that the bird seed products are in one area and chai car seeds are in one area. It's not being all together, it's not mixing, so the customer is really easy to find the product without feeling confused or have to need help from the associate. Also, we examine the dog foods area. There are so amazing arrangement. Dog foods products separate from dog treats. They're not combined together. They're not mixing up. They're very neatly arranged in the shelf and absolutely easy to find. Finally, it's shined. In Canadian Tire store, we don't see any filthy areas. The store is very clean, and we feel like the store is very concentrated on keeping everything neat and cleaned. So we think it has reached to this good quality of shined in finance system. I will talk about the advantages of process and layout in Canadian Tire store. So our team concludes that there are 6 pros of the process. Number 1, high variety of customized products and service. High flexibility of machines, efficient space use. We don't see any extra pay left out. It's not waste of any space. Job stress is low. 5, risk of shutdown is low. And finally, the equipment cost is low. Although there are advantages of process and layout, disadvantages also appears. There are 7 cons of process and layout in Canadian Tire store. 1, low quantity of goods. 2, extra work processing. 3, slow transportation speed because of small space, far distance between aisles to aisles, department to departments. Slow material flow is number 4. 5, high waiting time. 6, high unit handling costs. 7, more time for movement because of distance between department to departments and aisles. It's gonna take a lot of time to move from one department to another department, and from aisles to another aisles. Seeing the store is pretty big. Since we found there are 7 cons of the process, we come up with the solutions. They are try to minimize the handling costs, reduce work in process as much as possible, reduce waste of movement transportations, check and evaluate the machines regularly, make sure it's not being errors or getting into problems, reduce the waiting time, and finally evaluate the material flows, make sure the material flows go well, is not being slowed down by any problems or the machine's errors.